Hey there, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Dr. Scott. Thanks for stopping by. Happy Tuesday morning to you. We're continuing on with our morning routine series. Things have been going very well on my end, both with my own personal morning routine, also the feedback I'm getting from other people on their morning routines as this series continues. So hopefully it's going well for you as well. And actually, that's the question of the day: is have you used any of the tips that we have shared in the morning routine series? And if so, I guess which would be your favorite would be the follow-up question. So put those in the comments down below. Share with me so far from the nighttime routine and the early morning wake-up routine, which we're going to recap today. Which tips you picked up, which ones you're implementing, and what ones are working really well for you. Share those with other people so they can kind of see what's working out as well. And then we're going to move into exercise and what I would consider, I guess, mental prep. All the things you can do mentally to prepare yourself for your day. That's what's coming up in this series. So, like I said, today I just want to recap the overall morning routine series. The actual morning routine stuff. We recapped the nighttime routine series last week. So if you missed that, go back and watch that show. Last Thursday, maybe, I don't know. In the morning routine, the actual once you wake up routine, we talked about some very, very important things. One being not to hit that snooze button. And I talked to a few people who are accustomed to using the snooze button. They're making a commitment this year to not hit that snooze button. Very, very important just by the way it shocks your body awake. Again, I've talked about it many times, and actually it's right over there. I could go get it, but I probably won't. I have what's called a sunrise alarm clock. So if you have trouble with that snooze button, Google sunrise alarm clock. Mine's from Philips, is the brand name. So check one of those out. Even this morning, I remember it very clearly. Just opening my eyes, and the room was almost light already. Darkness was not. Ooh, that's actually kind of pretty. Sunrise coming up over there behind me, but it wasn't light outside yet, but my room was almost all the way light because of that sunrise alarm clock. Like I said, just to give you a little explanation, if you set the alarm for 6 a.m., at 5:30, the light starts coming on very, very light, very dim, I should say, and it brightens up over the next half hour, almost as if simulating a sunrise. Very seldom do I hear that alarm, and again, I don't even know where the snooze is. I don't know how you would snooze it, but even if you hit the turn the alarm off button, the light's still on. It just makes you wake up a lot easier. I've had a lot of success with it, so check that out. But stop hitting that snooze button. And I say that, and if you caught my show last week when I was in Memphis out on tour, I mentioned I was in a hotel room, and I had use my phone as my alarm, and I hit the snooze. So I do know that it happens, but in your normal, regular routine, try not to, and that sunrise alarm clock might help you not to do so. Secondly, we talked about was getting some water. Obviously, you're dehydrated from not having any water in you over the course of the evening. So getting anywhere from 8 to 16 ounces of water almost immediately. I basically, a lot of you have seen me. I carry a gallon jug around with me all the time. And I buy 12 every week at the grocery store every Sunday. And they're all lined up in the hallway, which my wife doesn't like a whole bunch. But anyways, so I always have a 12-gallon jug with me anyway, and I bring it to bed with me at night. So first thing in the morning, I just chug that. I used to have a routine out in the garage, but since the garage isn't there anymore, it had to change. So I just carry that with me, just chug that on my way to the bathroom. Hey, Emily, good morning to you. Cheers. So getting some water in, very, very important. Several of you might go straight to the coffee, which I can't say, so I blame you. It's so delicious. But you got to get some water in you first. So, again, 8 to 16 ounces over the course of that first half hour of waking up is a good idea. For me, it's 16 or more. And when I'm doing my workouts, I typically finish a gallon before the middle of the morning, along with the coffee that I drink. So get your water in. Next thing we talked about was supplements. So what supplements do you take, and to get that into your normal daily routine? Again, there's hygiene in there too, which hopefully you're taking care of on your own. I don't want to coach to you on your hygiene. But after I drink my water, take care of my hygiene, get downstairs, the next thing I'm looking at is those supplements. So the common ones, again, would be some sort of a multivitamin, some vitamin D for those of us out here in the Midwest this time of year. Snow-covered ground. Like I said, that's actually kind of pretty behind me, isn't it? So getting your supplements in, we had a show on that last Thursday, so you can go check that out, kind of the stuff that I take. I take some joint repair stuff, vitamin D, multivitamin, the fish oils. We got the kids on their little gummy multivitamins. And then obviously anything special for you. I didn't really talk about the exercise supplements. I'll talk about that during the exercise series, which is coming up next, which we're going to talk about here in a second. The other thing we're talking about was just waking up in the right mindset. So really the first thing you're thinking about when you get up, which means turning off your screens as far as I'm concerned. If the first thing you do is look at your phone and check stuff out, it just kind of set your day off on a different pattern than it might if you get to choose your agenda for the day. So I want you to be able to choose your agenda for the day. So when you wake up, maybe even a little affirmation before you even get out of bed, before that water even we talked about. Just setting your tone for the day. We're going to do some mental exercises later, but I really feel like the way you get out of bed goes a long way towards setting up your day. So just spending a moment in gratitude. I remember, an old mentor of mine, probably a mentor of yours as well, Dr. John DeMartini, used to say he didn't get out of bed until he laughed and he cried. I don't know what he thought about to make himself cry. I'm not quite at that place. I just like to get a smile on my face and feel good about it before I move and get out of bed. So some sort of waking up in the right mindset. And again, if the first thing you do is have the alarm on the phone and you hit stop and you go start checking your emails, your day's already on someone else's agenda. So avoid all that stuff first thing in the morning. So that's our early morning routine to get, some nutrition in your body, some water in your body, some gratitude in your brain, and then move on to your next step. Again, for me, that's exercise. It might not necessarily be for you. You might move right into the mental prep stuff, which we'll talk about next week. But for me, it's exercise. So for the next few shows, that's what your next few videos, next few days, you're going to get some exercise stuff from me. We're going to talk about all things you can do in the morning. Everything from a nice, easy, light walk, maybe with the dogs, all the way through to some really intense exercise if that's your thing in the morning. But I feel like you need to get moving to some degree, even if it's just stretching, even if it's just a little bit of yoga. And I say just a little bit. That can be very intense as well. But whatever it is to get your body moving, get you some endorphins flowing through your body in order to set your day. And again, I like to do that before I sit down and do my mental prep stuff, just because it kind of gets you stimulated, if you will. I know with the kids, anytime they come home and they have a bad day at school for whatever reason, I want to get them moving because I feel like that stimulates those good feeling endorphins in your body. So we're going to talk about exercise, like I said, all this week. Everything from lifting weights to cardio to again, walks, stretching, things of that nature, all through here. If you have any input in that, make sure you share it with me. Again, the question of the day is, have you used any of the tips from the nighttime routine or the early morning routine? And if so, how have they worked out for you? As we move in here to exercise the next few days, and again, mental prep as far as journaling and meditation, all that kind of stuff is going to come the week after that. I hope you all are enjoying this series. I'm enjoying doing it. I told you in this particular series, because of all the stuff that's been going on here at the house, I'm not only the host of this show, I'm also a client. I'm working out my own morning routine as well, and it's been working out really well for me. I'm enjoying taking my own class, so hopefully you are as well. I look forward to talking to you all more this week. I hope you have a great day.